Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Valve unveiled a massive Steam facelift with library redesigns and new events page. It's pretty freaking cool and I want to go over that. This is something that I think is absolutely sick. However, I do think it's going to be a little bit divisive. I don't think there was this large clamoring of a massive Steam redesign. I think the Steam layout as it is, yes, I see minor complaints here and there, but I do think the Steam layout is pretty good for what it offers. I like the simple aesthetic that it has. However, for me, I'm also really digging this facelift, and I do want to talk a little bit about everything to expect from that. On top of that, a lot of talk has been made with the Epic Store's exclusivities. The biggest title, without a doubt, has to be Obsidian Entertainment's Outer Worlds, and a lot of you guys might be thinking, what is Obsidian doing? This is such a bad decision by them. However, it probably wasn't an Obsidian decision. It was probably a decision by the higher-ups, that being Private Division, and Private Division is owned by Take-Two. And there's a lot of credence led to that theory because Obsidian Entertainment was actually adding Steam achievements to the Outer Worlds prior to making the move to Epic Store exclusivity. You'll see that right through Steam database that they were working on the Outer Worlds just a few hours before that announcement, so I do want to talk about that. And then at the end of this video, for all of you guys that like more niche titles, I want to highlight a game called AI: The Somnium Files. It's the latest game coming from Spike Chunsoft. We just got the release date announcement for that game, coming from the same guy that also did the Zero Escape title, so that looks really good. I'll leave that towards the end because I know some of you guys aren't going to be interested in that, but I know a few of you guys do like games like this, games like Danganronpa, so I'll leave that to the end. First off, let's talk this huge facelift that Valve is planning with a library redesign and a new events page. They held a little event where they announced a bunch of changes coming and a bunch of plans for Steam, and I do want to go over that in a future video, everything that they have planned for Steam in the next 5 to 10 years. However, in this video, I just want to take a look at the layout for Steam. We don't know when this is going to be rolling out to everyone, but we do know that a beta will be kicking off in the next couple of months. Game Informer has a pretty in-depth article about the entire thing, so I'll leave that in the description box. But you guys can also see some images here about the Steam facelift, and I think it looks really good. I like the look of it. I like all the imagery it's got going on for it. Now, for some people, this is gonna be a little bit too cluttered. They're really not gonna dig it. For me, I think it adds another layer of an aesthetic appeal to Steam, and I like what it's got going on. For Counter-Strike Global Offensive, you see all of this stuff like recent events and updates. You see activity from friends, you see workshop items, you see trading cards, achievements that you have, playtime of course is all there. Last time you played, everything like that. I also do see in one of the images that they released, they have Halo 4 image there. God, that gets me going. Can you imagine one day that yes, we will have Halo 4 on Steam? I'm not really excited for Halo 4, but all of the Halo games, yeah, that's pretty exciting. The new design surfaces games players have recently played at the top, and a second highlighted area focuses on games in your library with recent title updates, so I think that's great as well, where you can separate all the games that have recently been updated so you have reason to go back and take a look at them. Now, updates vary in terms of size and scale. Some updates are just small performance updates and whatnot. Other updates are massive updates that actually add a lot of content, so I would like to see them actually differentiate between updates. I don't know if they can do that, but that's just something I would like to see. The rest of the library is then displayed below with a gallery of Netflix-style box arts, and players have the ability to search through their libraries now with custom filters. Now, you can do a grid layout on Steam right now where it shows like the box art of every game, and you can scroll through it that way. Right now, for that type of layout, for someone like me that has like over 500 games, it takes very long for it to load. So hopefully that process is a little bit streamlined. Right now, I just have the regular layout where it's just text after text and you just click through each game. I think that's the best layout with the current Steam variant. But hey, we'll see how this is implemented in the next Steam update. The second major change to the Steam storefront is the new Events tab, which is a one-stop shop where players can see all the games that have received recent title updates or are running special events like a double XP weekend. Think of this space like a mini blog within the store where developers can write about updates, what's going on with their titles. Clicking into an event page gives you even more information, including a more detailed breakdown, screenshots, and even embedded streams. We already see that. I think the streaming element was one of the better things that Steam has added in recent memory. Developers also have full control over these update posts, and users can set up notifications and even reminders for when a particular event starts. Valve has included many ways players can opt into notifications, whether it be via personal calendar apps, the Steam client, email, mobile app, or even text message. I think text message is a little bit too far. I wouldn't personally do that, but hey, they give you the option. And Valve actually noted that email notifications is one of the biggest elements that they want to hone in on and get everybody getting email notifications, as it kind of is a way to keep the PC gamer entrenched into the ecosystem of Steam, and that seems to be of utmost importance to them. Oh, and by the way, with how the library is going to work with this future update, you can also save games into a collection, so you can create your own collections, and games will be grouped into that way. I think that's a pretty cool addition. Maybe you can create a collection of games that you want to play very, very soon. I think that actually adds a really great element and an easy way to tackle backlogs on Steam, because I know a lot of you guys are like me where you have these massive backlogs on Steam. You could just get a massive backlog by taking advantage of all the free games. I think just about every PC gamer with a gaming PC these days that watches my content especially has a pretty sizable backlog, so that's pretty cool to see. Again, it's rolling into beta in the next few months. I imagine some other elements will be implemented, and I'll keep you guys posted as we hear more, but check out the Game Informer article as well. I'll leave links to the images as well if you guys are interested in that. But again, I'll leave a link to the Game Informer article in the description box down below, so check out that. Moving on from that, everybody's been talking about the Epic Store exclusivities. Yes, 8 major titles have been exclusive, probably none as big as Obsidian Entertainment's latest open world outing in The Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds is a game that had so much positive momentum, however, some of that has been stifled a little bit with the announcement of an Epic Store exclusivity for 1 year. Now, it should be noted it's going to be an Epic Store and Windows Store exclusive. I mean, does that make the situation any better? I think not, and a lot of you guys are thinking, what is Obsidian doing? Obsidian said so much positive things about the game, and you thought that Obsidian was really going to do this game justice. However, this decision was probably not made from an Obsidian front, rather it was made by a Private Division front, and Private Division is owned by Take-Two, so Take-Two are probably the ones behind this, and it's even led credence to it because it was noted that The Outer Worlds was being worked on by Obsidian Entertainment. They were adding achievements to the game just a few hours before the Epic Store's announcement. So Obsidian was probably working on the game, and this was probably a case of the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing, and they found out that the game was going to be exclusive right when we did. It's a really unfortunate scenario because Private Division isn't somebody that people are going to go and attack. Take-Two is probably not going to be attacked much. Obsidian Entertainment are the ones that are going to be at the public front. Those are the people that are going to be talking, doing the interviews, talking about the game, and now they're going to have to constantly ask the question, why is this game an Epic Store exclusive? Did they have anything to do with it? I don't think so. Why would they care? Obsidian wants this game to be played by as many people as possible, and they don't want the negative reception that comes with being an Epic Store exclusive, especially with all of the positive momentum this game was running on. Why would you want to stifle that? However, from a Take-Two standpoint, it's all about the business. And The Outer Worlds is probably a pretty expensive game to develop. However, in the same token, I think this game would have sold incredibly well on Steam. And I noted it before, but The Outer Worlds already got the promotion from Steam. This is a game that was promoted to me on Steam. I remember it being on my Steam front page several times. So God, that just annoys me to no end, and that's a point that I'm going to be bringing up over and over again until something gets done about it. We just got the announcement of that new RPG, Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 or whatever. That game is being promoted heavily on Steam. If it is announced at some point that that game is going to be an Epic Store exclusive, you guys are going to hear me flip the hell out because something has to be done about that, and that's a game I'll be talking about in a future video. But yeah, that was just something going through my head yesterday. As far as Obsidian is concerned, I don't think they had anything to do with Outer Worlds exclusivity. Look, they want the game to be played by the most amount of people possible. It's just that from a business standpoint, Epic probably forked over a crap load of money. And at the end of the day, from a Take-Two and Private Division standpoint, the game is going to be released on Steam a year later. People are going to buy it anyway, and it's probably going to be released maybe in some sort of complete edition or whatever the case may be. And they're just gonna get the best of both worlds, and the game's gonna be released on consoles too. They can sell the game on consoles, they can sell the game on the Epic Store for those of you that want to go through it, and then they can take all that money from Epic Games as well. It's a win for them, even as pissed off as PC gamers are. Alright, so enough about that. Lastly, I do want to highlight a game called AI the Somnium Files. We just got a GDC 2019 trailer, and along with that, we've got the announcement of when this game is gonna come out, July 25th. Now, if you guys are unaware of what this game is, it's being created by Spike Chunsoft, and it's being directed by Kotaro Uchikoshi, who also did the Zero Escape games, fantastic story-driven titles. And AI the Somnium Files is an adventure game set in a technically advanced Tokyo in the near future and follows Detective Kaname Date, who investigates a serial killing case where victims have had their left eyes gouged out. Date has an artificial left eye himself and containing an artificial intelligence unit, which he uses when investigating the killing. Sometimes Date meets a key witness or suspect who does not want to share information with him, in which he can enter their memories in the form of dreamscapes called Somnium to extract the information by solving puzzles. The game features branching paths leading to multiple different endings. This is a game that personally I'm very excited for, being a big fan of games like Zero Escape, games like Danganronpa, and these mystery style games. Yes, it's Japanese, so inherently some of you guys are not going to be excited for it, but I think it's a game that could end up surprising a lot of people this year, and it's not too far out from release. Again, that's coming July 25th. If you're a fan of games like Zero Escape, this is one to keep on your radar, and it's going a little bit under the radar, so I thought I'd give it a mention. And that's gonna conclude this video, guys. Again, Valve is planning a huge Steam facelift with a library redesign, a new events page. Excited for that. I know some of you guys are gonna be a little concerned with how it looks. Maybe it's a little bit too cluttered for you, but I'm definitely digging it. Obsidian Entertainment probably had nothing to do with Outer Worlds exclusivity to the Epic Game Store. I know you guys are mad, but gear your anger in the right direction. And again, AI, the Siminium File is a pretty interesting title coming to PC on July 25th. That's gonna conclude this video, guys. If you have a request for a future video, as always, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.